Sabrina. I thought today we could do a what's on my desk video. It is kind of a Scraproom tour organization mini video, and I will have a full room tour later this summer. I have rearranged everything, so my main desk with the lights is behind me, and I also took one of my bookcases and laid it on the ground to give me more counter space. But for now, I'm gonna do, like I said, what's on my desk, and I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks, and I hope it helps you. And I'm gonna show you my favorite products, my favorite inks, my rubber eraser that I cannot live without, and just how I use the different drawers that you can see behind me, and I hope it inspires you. So here we go. All right, so just like last time I showed you my area, I have a foam board right here, and there's a little bit of extra room. This extra room actually lets me put stamps and anything I don't necessarily need on my craft board behind here, and you can't see it on the camera too. So it's just an extra little lip for storage, and it comes in handy so much. And then of course I have my craft mat, and I prefer stamping on this. It's a little bit harder of a surface. This foam board is a little squishy, and I don't have as much, pressure that I need to stamp. Off over here, I have these containers. Let me grab them. I may have mentioned these before, but I will link them if I can. Andrea from Retro Hip Mama mentioned these, and I am now obsessed with them. They are in the bath section of Target, and they are just the lids. And what I use them for is these papers that I love to scrapbook on. I save all the pieces, and so I just put them over here off to the side. And then right here is some Scrappin Happy Studio flares that I want to use, more recent ones that I want to use. But I really have like 3 places in total that I keep Scrappin Happy Studio flares, just because they all have a different purpose. I still have my trash can over in the corner. I use that for scraps. If not, I am organizing projects, so that's why it's a mess at my feet. But I do have a trash can right there if I don't use that one. So I have a few little decorative touches. This is from my friend Elizabeth. She's on Instagram. I'm not sure if she's selling these, but if she is, I will link her shop. Right here, I put a bunch of Citrus Twist ephemera. All of these, well, this one used to be 2 separate, and I stacked them. And then this is a really popular one with a lot of scrapbookers, and a lot of people get it on Amazon for like $28. I actually found this one at TJ Maxx for 20 bucks. It was the last one, and it was several months ago, but it was a score, definitely a score. And TJ Maxx is definitely where I get a lot of my containers. I love them for getting containers. So back over here, these are the 2 I got from Target. So like I said, this is Citrus Twist. This one, I have put some leftover pieces from Mini Makers Book Club from Everyday Explorers. I still have stamp ink in this one, and a few other inks, and then the 3x2 paper pad that I really love to use for stamping. And then down here is the rest of my blocks. And then all my homeless stamps, these poor stamps. I don't know where they go. I've recently washed them all, so I'm hoping to find their home soon because they are lost. Okay, this is the second home of Scrappin Happy Studio. These ones are less recent, but, and most of these that are loose, I have used. In the package, I still need to do a project for them. So that's why they are sitting there. This is Citrus Twist labels. You can't tell they're Citrus Twist, so I can use them on any project. This is my wonderful drawer of Colorcast Designs. I don't have it necessarily organized because I do have another drawer that is full of Colorcast Designs and much older products. This one is my Drawer of Hope from Brandy Kincaid, Extravagant Hope, so I can pull it out and just look at it if I want to. Doesn't really serve a purpose in terms of like helping on my desk, but I do like having it there. This is all my enamel dots. When I first started with the enamel dots, I backed them with a little bit of adhesive. I don't know if I would do that going forward, but that's what I used to do. This one is more ephemera from Citrus Twist and another pack that I bought, but it's all flowers, and I just wanted to have that sorted out so that way I could use those if I wanted to. And if not, I'll just get rid of them soon. Okay, this is another fabulous addition that I did. It is so handy to have two baskets right there on top of my inks. This one is close to my heart stamp ink, and then these ones are scrapbook.com, and I've talked about these before, and I know I need to do a stamp video so I can share with you guys, but I've talked about these. I like the darker colors, but when it comes to the lighter colors, if your stamp is not clean, you're not going to get a clean impression. Whereas if you are using Archival or Ali Edwards and your stamp is still slightly has ink on it, it'll work. It'll still work. But this, if it is not absolutely scrubbed clean, these won't work and you'll get some weird color. So that is a handy tip if you want to know about scrapbook.com inks. And then this is, like I said, Ali Edwards, and then I have some bigger archival inks. I've also talked about how my smaller archival yellow does not work, but this one does work better. It is Sunflower. So that one works better for my yellow. And then, of course, my workhorse that I love so much for black. And then when I was doing the This Is Me project, I used the theme of Kellie Stamps flowers throughout. And I wound up with a million flowers. So I put them up here and I can use them for my projects. So that is very handy to have right there. Okay, this is more Colorcast that I just haven't taken out of the package. And I kind of, sort of, maybe have a project in mind, but I just haven't gotten to it. And I started doing the subscription box back in January, so that's why I got more and more Colorcast, but it's okay for them to sit here. Like I said, I have a project in mind. So this is all my Stories by the Month stamps, and it's really helpful to have it here to pull out when I want to do a project. I think it is getting full. It's very full, so I may have to get another container, and the other container I'm thinking of getting, since I don't know where I got that, and it's probably years old. The one I'm thinking of getting to replace it is another one of these Target baskets. So these are really awesome, and I just love them, and they're all over my scrapbook room now. Okay, so the next thing I have is this little bucket of pencils, and besides these two little fun things, I mainly keep in my white jelly pen pencils, my micron, and then another micron type. Over here is a spinning thing. I don't necessarily use it to spin, but it is nice to have it spin. In here, I keep the most used tools that I have. So I have glue, adhesive, my T-ruler, my stapler, bone folder, scissors. These are older scissors. They're just like the Martha Stewart. I don't even know what these are called, but I may put these away. I don't use them that often. And then this pen belongs over here. This one is my absolute favorite because micron is a little more expensive, but these are too. So these are my favorite pens, favorite right next to micron. I just love them. Let's see, what else is in here? I have these right here I save because they're, well, not that one. But this one, these I save because they are different like journaling spots for my journal notebook. And that way if I want to put in something, I can kind of use it as a size guide. Over here I have some tape for my flares, another repositional adhesive, a date stamp I rarely use. These three I need to have in a separate container, and I recently did that because I use these all the time. This is my adhesive remover. my white eraser, and then also a sand eraser, which helps somewhat to get stamp smudges. I've noticed it doesn't completely take a stamp smudge away, but it does in fact take a lot of it away. So that's really helpful. And then I have my foam right here. I have a roll, I have small squares, and then some larger squares. And then a few of my gemstones. So there you go. That is my desk. And of course I have the lights and my setup, which is on the shelf, and some artwork my daughter made. So there you go. That is what is on my desk, and that's what helps me to be productive. Hope you guys enjoyed. I would love a thumbs up or a subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.